No, YouTuber's Paladin. Yeah, Star Wars Paladin, that's right. Okay, good. So, the roadmap doodah got posted for 2015 from producer, some guy of TOR. And I think these are really funny to read because they're always wrong. And I don't mean a little wrong. I mean really wrong. So, unless it says at the bottom that we're just kidding, TOR is closing down, I'm really skeptical. So, let's get going. This is my first time reading this, and so I thought it'd be funny to read it together. So, I haven't done one of these in a while because they haven't given us an update in forever. So, I mean, the last real update of anything we got was like fucking August or September or something. And that was just like, oh, Strongholds and 3.0. And there hasn't been anything. That was like, what, 6-7 months ago? So, it doesn't seem like they've been doing anything in that amount of time. So, because 3.0s. But anyway, blah, blah, blah. Hi, everyone. For many, the start of the new year is a time for setting goals and planning for the future. This is something we have been focused on here at BioWare Austin. 2014 was an amazing year for the team. We delivered 2 expansions. Oh, are they talking about Galactic Starfighter? Because that wasn't an expansion. That was a little mini game that they abandoned. We delivered two expansions, an overhaul to the class system, and regular story updates through flashpoints, which only a small percent of the population likes, but whatever. I'm proud of what the team has accomplished. Well, they didn't really have much to work with, so I guess the fact they were able to do anything is worth something. And we would not have been able to do it without your support. I'm not sure anyone's really been supporting you guys. Except through maybe cartel coins and subscriptions, which don't really get as much. I'm excited for what we have in store. Some of you might remember before launch, I'm not sure which launch they're talking about, we talked about a lot about the 4 pillars of RPGs. Oh, this is already boring. A couple paragraphs in, they haven't said anything yet. It's not looking good. Combat, exploration, progression, and story. Those aren't the 4 pillars of RPG. But whatever, I don't know what those are the 4 pillars of, but it's not RPGs. It's just killing, exploration, crafting, whatever, who cares? Anyway, Star Wars The Old Republic is an MMO, but it's also a BioWare game. 3 years ago, we set out to deliver a product that contained the best of 2 worlds. Oh my gosh. This is already starting to piss me off again. The immersive story experience from a single-player RPG and the vast array of systems and social connections from an online MMO. Since launch, we're like 3 paragraphs in and they haven't said anything yet. Since launch, we have mainly focused on the latter, adding Galactic Strongholds, which was only a couple months ago, and they sucked. Achievements, legacy perks, most of which sucked. Reputation tracks sucked. Galactic Starfighter abandoned. But with the success of the Shadow of Revan expansion, we think it's time that we return to our roots. Story. Really? Story? You don't fucking say. Shadow of Revan was just the beginning. No, I hope not. I was hoping that was the end. Uh-oh. In 2015, we are committed to bringing you more character-driven adventures in the Old Republic universe. You're going to see a unified story. We don't want unified stories. With a focus on themes. Oh, they're going to focus on themes. Exiles is going to be really happy that themes is going to get focused on. He's going to be the star of the new expansion. that unite our 8 classes. So, in other words, we're just going to get one giant story. That's nothing new. That's what they've been doing since launch. Everyone is a veteran from the Galactic Civil War. What Galactic Civil War? With a complicated past note, so you'll see a greater emphasis on your character's personal history. No, we won't. You just said it's a unified story. How is our personal history going to have anything to do with the unified story? Oh, whatever. And on the choices you make. I don't want to say too much because we don't know anything and are still in the midst of supposed development. This is what they'll say for like a year, and then Revan's going to come back again with 2 more planets that lag out. But what we have planned really gets back to Star Wars fantasy. What we have planned really gets back to the Star Wars fantasy at the heart. What the fuck does that mean? That doesn't even mean anything. Back to the Star Wars fantasy at the heart of our game? You mean people trolling and saying horrible things to each other? That doesn't make any sense. Our plan is to deliver 2 major updates with this new story direction later this year. One in the summer and the other by the end of the year. But what's happening in the meantime, you ask? Probably Gree and Rackles. Below is a list of some of what you can expect in the first half of the year. As always, please keep in mind that none of this is probably true. We reserve the right to adjust our plans, which we always do. A lot. February 12th. Hi, sweetie.
Hi.
February 12th. Game, that's like in a couple days. I'm still confused about that. February 12th. Thursday? Dumbasses. Anyway, hard mode who fucking cares about more hard modes? PvP Season 4, okay, so we officially know the PvP Season 4 is starting. Spring Game Update 3.2. I guess we'll be able to design our outfits somehow. And we'll be able to go to Ziost. There were no questions posed, but there was no cliffhanger at the end of the Shadow of Revan. There was no cliffhanger, no more Revan stuff. End of PvP Season 4 and start of 5 and beyond. New strongholds. Oh! Okay, so they weren't joking about the Togruta. There are actually going to be Togruta coming out. I thought they were joking about that and trolling, since some of these people are such freaking trolls. So new strongholds, so those of you with 4 strongholds, unless they increase it, you'll have to get rid of 1. But this is probably not until the end of the year, if I have to guess. So you still got about 9 more months. That's cool. I'll be able to change Joan into a Togruta. There's still more to be revealed, just as this is the start. We're further along in development. We'll post a boo-ba-boo. I want to thank GBDDDBD. May the Force be with you. So, this is nothing outfit designer. And unless this is an option to reverse engineer green items into orange items, I'm not really sold. But that's what they really need to do, is just make green items reverse engineerable into orange items. Plain and simple. And if they wanted to do one more than that, what they could do is make it to where we can kind of paint on our suit where we want the color changes to go, since, I don't know, about a third of the suits in the game have large areas on them that don't color at all, which is irritating. It's mostly boots. There's a bunch of tunics like that too. Another planet, I really don't care about another planet, honestly. I think every class should probably get their own planet to go far around on. Cramming us all on another planet. Rishi was fun about the first 2 times, and then got really, really old. Yavin 4 is fun because it doesn't really screw around. but that poses another set of problems. It's great about the Togruta. Unfortunately, it's probably not going to be to the end of the year. A new Stronghold, these probably take like a weekend to crank out. There's no reason we don't have like 12 by now, at least. It's about 2 a month. It's like printing money. Come on, you guys. Get with the program. I'm already sitting on like 4 or 5 mil again that I have absolutely nothing to spend on. I don't even know how I made it. So, you guys are idiots. This is not a roadmap. It's you guys patting yourself on the back and throwing us a few teeny tiny tiblets, which is what you always do. Well, we don't want to tell you guys because of this and that. We've heard it for about 6 years now. You're not telling us anything because there probably isn't anything. That's what you always do. And the things you do release are extremely underwhelming. How about a new class? A little animal tamer class. Or a droid tamer class, a droid controller. They don't even have to have, companion voice acting. Just give us some droids to fart around with. And if they do have voice acting, just be voice modulation or something. It's not super insane. Just give us other stuff to do. Shit. We don't see anything on here about fixing Galactic Starfighter. I don't see new war zones. Come on. Why? You go out of your way to make this producer roadmap, and this is all you're telling us? This is it? How about new war zones? Who cares about more hard mode flashpoints? I'm sick of that. I haven't done a hard mode flashpoint in like 6 months. Why would you? It's just a waste of time. So, some people like to do it, and that's fine. Most people don't. I like to just fart around on my Stronghold. Even that's getting boring because there's no more decorations to buy. I think in 3.1 they're releasing like a new decoration per flashpoint. You have to go do the flashpoint to do it. I don't want to do that. There should be other ways to get them. So hopefully someone throws it on the GTN. If you're lucky, one decoration drops and you're running with 4 people, you gotta do it 4 times. Hopefully it drops all 4 times. Give me a break. It's stupid. It's just a fucking treadmill. Anyway. So that just came out, and thank you, Bruce McLean, senior producer, for wasting everybody's time with a nearly useless producer's roadmap. This is pretty much as insulting and offensive as last year's. Maybe that's why what you're trying to do, you're trying to underpromise. But this is your forum to, this post is going to be referenced through the whole entire year. So you should have had a meeting with everybody and said, okay, can we do a new war zone? Can we fix GSF? And put some of that in here and beyond. This is going to be some BS where it's like frickin' December crap again, and it's going to be like new release, early release, aka beta testers. So, you get to play it in September, and then the preferred gets to play in October, and then everybody else gets to play it in December or January or February. Then you're like, oh, we released it. Isn't everybody happy? No, we're not. We would be happy if you would give us things to do that we actually like to do. The story thing and cramming us all on a planet is freaking irritating. Just make like Ord Mantell the smuggler planet and give all the smugglers things to do on Ord Mantell. Make Hutta the... I don't know. Just give us our own crap to do, so we can actually be immersed in whatever we're doing. Can only get so immersed running around Yavin 4 gathering up materials all day. can only get so immersed getting cussed out in PvP all the time by people I don't even know. I'm failing at GSF because of how broken it is. So, I mean, come on. New planet? Is it going to be a big planet at least? Because Rishi and Yavin 4 are extremely small. So, which is fine, but don't act like it's some big deal. And don't frickin' charge us again. I can only imagine Ziost is going to cost like $20. And it's going to take like 2 hours to go through, even if you're exploring everything. It's just offensive. It should be free for subscribers. It's insane. Unless you're a guild master, there's no reason to even subscribe to this anymore. So, this is very underwhelming. But I guess by the end of the year, if we're lucky, we'll get a new stronghold in Talgruta, which people have been asking for since launch. So that's fine with me. I'll have a Talgruta. I definitely will. It'll be Joan. So, I mean, hell, even if they had put like, you know, Gree and like they could have been really funny and said like, the Rackles are gonna invade Ilum at the same time as the Gree, and the Ilum, the Gree are gonna fight on Ilum with the Rackles, and by the way, we're gonna make it a double XP weekend, and everybody would have just freaking tripped out. You know, I mean, come on. Come on now.